And he is Mr. Ric Wharton, ladies and gentlemen. You give it up for Ric as he takes the stage for Manchester Comedy Store for the Gong Show. Boom!
Thank you very much. How are we all doing?
All right, thanks.
Oh, cheers. I know a lot of people could say that tonight. I won't languish on it. All right, so I'll tell you, I'm financially fucked because I was at university and now I no longer am. I didn't see it coming out like that, ladies and gents. And is there any students in? Okay, I'm not going to tag you individually. I'll just say, I hope for your fucking sake you're doing something worthwhile. Because if you did what I did and just went to uni to get pissed, it's a good 3 years, but there's a fucking price at the end of it, ladies and gents. Right, I had no UCAS points whatsoever. I went through clearance to do a degree in fucking comedy. All right, now when you're in the real world doing a degree in comedy and you're out and you're qualified and now you need a job, it's fucking awkward. It's there. Oh, knock, knock. Who's there? I don't know, and you got a third. It was a good piss up. You didn't have to give a shit about the course. I had 6 months for a module in pantomime. Can you imagine getting out of bed for that? This is an important subject. Oh, no, it isn't. Where's my job prospects? Behind you. It was awkward choosing your modules. They said I could do a module in Dadaism or sarcasm. I went, ooh, Dadaism. They went, really? I went, no. I have so much to learn. The teacher was a Jedi. I thought I was getting a first. So anyway, after I finished uni, I was signing on. And that's fucking awkward with a degree in comedy, because you've got to tell them what qualifications you've got. Right? Exactly. So I'm there, and I tell them that I got a third in a comedy degree. And then I can't help it. I got this awkward laugh. I just laughed. And he went, that's not funny. He went, you should have worked harder. Now you can't get a job in your chosen profession. I went, mate, look at the fucking degree. I don't think it matters. And he went, that's not funny. And I went, well, I am qualified to tell you that it fucking is. And he held up the bit of paper and went, no, you're not. You got a fucking third. Nah, I do. Man, I like being in Manchester. I tell you, this is a lovely place to come. I got an email once. I thought I had a break in comedy. I got an email. It said, gig, California, all expenses paid. Well, that was a bit fucking delayed. Yeah, I was impressed. I showed off about that for about 3 months, okay? Now, does anyone else in this room know that there's a California in fucking Ipswich? I didn't know that. I was around waiting for a megabus wearing fucking sunglasses. Thank you. As I was writing angry poetry, slitting my wrist that night, I thought that story might come in handy someday. Tell you, I was at a gig once. I was going to a gig and I had some time to kill, so I went to the cinemas in between. And the cinemas, I went to the toilet and it had this sign. And it said, here at Empire Theatres, we use night vision technology to combat piracy. And there's a guy next to us taking a piss, and he looks at it, and he looks at me and went, oh, thick as fuck that, isn't it? Why don't you just go in during the day? Seriously. I got a degree in comedy. I can't write shit that funny. You just got to meet someone who's thicker than a Japanese photo album. There's always a weird pause where, wait a minute, a white guy mentioned a different culture. Was it racist? No. I'll quickly tell you about my dad, because my dad's my hero. He's one of those eccentric idiots who doesn't realise he's hilarious. All right? Now, he's in the Territorial Army about 30 years ago. Now, 30 years ago, when you're interviewing for the TAs, they could ask you questions they don't ask you anymore. One of the questions they asked him, they said, have you ever had any homosexual relations? And my dad pauses for a second and went, well, I've got a cousin I'm unsure about. I swear, to this day, he doesn't know why that is fucking funny. I'll tell you, it's awkward as well, even when you get a job with a dipshit degree like I've got, right? I was working for 2 years in a shop, and I went for a promotion, all right? And I went, I'm sorry, Rick, we just feel as if you don't live and breathe the brand. I was working for O2, ladies and gents. Yep, so that didn't work out.
Ric Wharton, ladies and gentlemen. Rick, our second finalist of the evening. Well, yes, we'll decide that at the end. Can't just end the show now. No, that's it now. We've chosen. He was the best. Carry on. We can all go home. Yes, fucking great. Back-to-back jokes. Ric Wharton, ladies and gentlemen. Next up to the microphone, will you please welcome Mr. Eddie Harris?